Hi, today is 22nd of May. Now the time now is 9:30 in Kuala Lumpur. Now you are watching live from Kuala Lumpur. Just let me know where are you watching the live stream from, or if you are watching the replay, comment below. Or if you have any questions, write it down now so that I can share with you my thought on your questions regarding MM2H. Okay, now for more information, you can refer to mm2hvisa.net. Okay, I just created this website so that everybody can have overall pictures of how to apply or everything about MM2H. Okay, now I just repeat, the website is mm2hvisa.net. Right, now today I'm going to share with everyone again regarding the applications of MM2H, especially the profile, okay, the applicant's profile. Now, we know that MM2H has been launched for the last batch, okay, since 2024 in September or October. It has been 1.5 years, and also it has been 12,000 plus applicants has been approved on MM2H. Now, and now the application now more on the client's profile. Okay, the immigrations now are they are emphasized on the client's profile. Okay, not that like last time. As long as you provide all the compulsory or the mandatory document, then you get an approval. It is not so straightforward now. You will have to present your case to the committee, and hopefully your case is clear and there's no questions raised by the immigrations. Okay, only then you get the your application will be granted. Now, let us start with your profile, okay? Now, we know that right now, your profile is very essential, even from the very beginnings when you write up your application letter. Okay, you need to sign the application letter, very, very important. It is how you present your own case, okay? Why you want to apply the Malaysians My Second Home Visa, all right? You must write it very clearly and also show that you are capable of living in Malaysia in terms of financial capabilities. Right, now let us start all over again. Now for the client's profile, now most of the times if you approach a licensed agent, all right, now we will go through your profile in the very, very beginnings. Okay, we need to know a few things about your family. Okay, not only you, but you, your spouse, your children, or if you are bringing along your parents. Okay, we need to know the whole family background. All right, of course, not up to a very detail, but at least we can write up the application letter, we can present your case in a very clear and straightforward way. Now, the first thing that we need to know from you is that your employment. Okay, now before that, if you have any questions, remember to write down your questions now so that I will be able to share with you. Okay, let me. So that I can share with you your questions. Now, the first thing is your employment. All right. Now we need to know what is your occupations, all right, and your company, all right. What your company do, whether it is in the manufacturing sector, whether it is in research sector, whether it is in tradings or whatever. Okay, we need to know more about you and your company, and of course, if you are retired, okay, we need to know your status if you are retired, or if this is very straightforward, okay? Whether you are working with a company or you have retired. Now, but certain people, if you are a freelance, okay, whether you are accountant, independent accountant, a freelance accountant, photography, videography, or programmer, okay, those are freelance programmer. Now, these are the very, very important thing, because you may not have a stable income, and in this case, you must be very, very careful with how you present and how you show your documents, right? Now, after this, you will need to also let us know your locations of your jobs, whether you are working in your own country, whether it is in US or Canada or China, Hong Kong, Taiwan, Japan, Singapore, right? The location, because right now, some of the jobs does not require you to work in your own country. You may like just like a digital nomad, you may work in other countries. Okay, the location of the jobs, and the most important one is your income. Okay, now when we talk about income, most of the people will think of salary income. All right, now income does not necessarily salary income. Okay, income actually means everything you receive, whether in a month, in half yearly or annually, right? Now, so you may have a salary income, you may have a rental income, you may have dividends. Okay. Now, some of my clients, right, that do not work. Okay, they are actually a freelance. They are professional investor, right? They invest a lot in stock market, whether to take benefit from market appreciations, or whether they get a dividends annually or quarterly or half yearly, right? Now, some of these dividends, they are more than their normal salary. So it is very important. Remember, everything you receive, now that will contribute as your income. Now this is very important, especially for those who are working as a freelance. Okay, and then you need to show your bank statements as well. All right, because showing the incomes in your application letter or whatever is not, you do not have enough evidence to support that. So your bank statement, now for those who are working in an official company, right, you may be able to show a 3 months bank statement where you can show up the salary income. Okay, most of the time it is quite fixed every month, or it may fluctuate, I don't know, 10%, 20%, but you get your income every month. So 3 months bank statement will do. Now, but sometimes certain professional, yeah, you may not get your income every month. You may get that, I don't know, every 2 months, every 3 months, especially those working as, let's say, real estate agents or real estate broker or the insurance sector. Okay, if you can close a deal, you may get a big amount as your income. But if you do not close deal in that particular month, or subsequently in the subsequent month, you may not get any income. But once you close a deal, you may get a very, very big amount of income. Now that, in this case, you may present 6 month income, or even if you have a very good bookkeeping, you may even present the whole year. Okay, your bank statement to show that you actually have income, even though it is not a monthly income. Now, this is very important. Okay, your bank statement now, and also you need to show that you have enough financial capability to support yourself in Malaysia or support the whole family in Malaysia. Now, there's no fixed amount that is required by immigrations, right? But at least if you are applying special economic zones or applying the silver category, at least you need to show you have 150,000 US dollar or equivalent in Malaysian ringgit. Now that is a must, and also you are able to buy a property. Okay, you have enough money to buy a property because these are the mandatory requirement now. So unless you already bought your property in Malaysia, so that your so-called saving, proof of saving, may not need such a big amount. All right, there's no fixed amount. That's very important. But most of the times, I would advise my clients to show at least 150,000 plus amount that you need to buy your property, plus your living cost for at least say 6 months to 1 year. Okay, just add up this criteria. Now that will give you a rough picture of how much you need to show your saving. Now, of course, not necessarily a saving. It could be a stocks, it could be a unit trust, it could be a government bond or whatever bonds. Now that will do as long as it is a liquid asset. All right. Now, come back to the income. Again, there's no fixed amount how much you will require to show. Now, it also associates with how many person in your family are applying the MM2H. For one person, most of the time, I will suggest you can have something like 180,000 ringgit annually or 200,000 annually, so that you give confidence to the immigrations that you are capable of supporting yourself when living in Malaysia without employment. So 200,000 would be fair, but if you are applying for the whole family, let's say a family of 6, okay, a family of 6, 200,000 ringgit a year may not be enough. So you will have to give a very logic income, okay, to support a family of 6, especially those with children who need to attend international school, right? So you need to have all this kind of logics and also documents to give evidence to the immigration officer. Now, these are the core documents right now, right? And of course, those common documents are the letter of good conduct, or sometimes people will call that as a police certificate or police clearance certificates. Okay, now you can get this either from your country of origins or country of residence. If you are working, if you are living not in your country of origin, you can get that. Now, this is very important. If your police certificate, all right, is in English, okay, then you can use it as it is, right? No certification required, no what do you call it, notarized required. You can just use it as it is. But if your police certificate or letter of good conduct is not in English, then you will have to do a translation and then a double notification, notarization, how to call it, double certification or notarizations. That will be required, and that is very important. At least the immigration will need to see notarized by the Malaysian high commissions abroad, right? That is for those police certificate not in English. But most of the country right now, they do have bi-language. Okay, bi-language is fine. You can just use it as it is. Again, if you need to know more about MM2H, okay, including some of the history, some of the applications procedure, the requirements, all the different categories, right? And the comparisons between MM2H and also those SMM2H, you may refer to the website I just created, mm2hvisa.net, right? Not .com, .net. All right. If you have any questions, just write it to me now. Or if you are watching a replay, you can leave your comments below so that I can answer your questions. Also very important, subscribe my channel and click like and leave your comments down below. Okay, what else I need to share with you? Okay, there's another thing that is very important is the proof of employment. Okay, for those who are still working formally with a company, okay, you need to ask your company to using the company letterhead to show that you are actually working with the company. At least in that letter, all right, you need to show your positions held in the company, since when you joined the company, and also your rough annual income. Now, I always emphasize on annual income, not monthly income, because there are certain jobs, all right, their monthly income may be just 50% of their annual income, because some of the jobs they get a big bonus at the end of the year or half yearly. So try show the annual income instead of a monthly income, unless your annual income is actually your monthly income multiplied by 12 or multiplied by 13. Now that will be very straightforward now, but not some of the job is not that straightforward. Their annual income is far more than their annual income is far more than their monthly income multiplied by 12. All right. Okay, you are watching live now from Kuala Lumpur. Now today is 22nd of May at 9:48 p.m. in Kuala Lumpur. Right. Okay, what else? Remember, leave me your comments or your questions so that I can share with you now. Okay, let us talk about the processing time or the lead time. Now, at this moment, 10%, okay, at least from me, from my company, okay, now 10% of the application, okay, they get the conditional approval letter within 2 months, around that. All right. Now this is very not only 10%, but the vast majority of them, 70% to 80%, now they will get the conditional approval letter between 3 to 4 months. Okay, 3 to 4 months, and then the remaining 10%, they will only get it more than 4 months. It could be 4 to 6 months. Okay, but this is still just only 10%. Of course, this is if you are submitting your application in a proper way. Okay, everything is fine, your application letter is fine, your background is fine, everything that you need to submit as your supporting documents. Okay, you have done so in the very first time. Yeah. Now, if you are having getting your conditional approval letter for more than 4 months, okay, I would like to hear from you why it is so. All right. Now, most of the times, those people who take more than 4 months or 6 months, right? Now, most of the time, somewhere in between your applications process, right? It could be after 2 months or after 3 months, the immigration officer requests for more document which you have not submit in the very first place. Now, this is this is normally happens for those who get their applications conditional approval letter after 4 to 6 months. Most cases, right? All right. Today is 22nd of May, Friday. Friday, the time now is 9:50 p.m. in Kuala Lumpur. Right? Let me know where are you watching the live stream from, or where are you watching the replay from. Okay, whether you are from United States, from Canada, from the European countries, from China, Taiwan, Hong Kong, from Singapore, or from Indonesia. Okay, leave your comments down below. Just let me know. Remember, every Friday, 9:30, or I may adjust the live stream to 9 o'clock, something like that. Yep, and I'll let everyone know. But at this moment, Friday, 9:30. Right, and okay. If there's no questions, maybe I can wrap up today's live streams, and I'll see you next week. All right, bye.